Alright, somebody had asked me about wet dreams, and I'm gonna give y'all my viewpoint on wet dreams, the knowledge I know what wet dreams come from. Now, I watched a lot of content creators on semen retention explain wet dreams, and I'm gonna be real with you, a lot of them don't really have it right. They say it's your body just going through a natural process, yada yada yada. I mean, I can see that in retrospective, but it's deeper than just that. You see, you have to realize this. When you're on semen retention, you are refraining from sexual acts. You are detoxing your body. You're detoxing your spirit. You are not confiding in the ways of sin. You're not putting yourself in the ways of lust. You're not fornicating. You're not doing none of that. You have to realize this. You have demons that's assigned to you. You have demons that you live with. Whether you believe it or not, when you're constantly fornicating with people, you're picking up bad spirits. You're picking up bad energy. So when you're on semen retention, you're not entertaining those spirits no more. Those spirits get mad. Those spirits get angry because they had a house. They had a house that they could fulfill their desires through. Once that house stops, once that house stops giving them what they need, then that's when they start tormenting you. That's why a lot of people, they get on semen retention and they start struggling really bad, because it's not just physical. It's not just something you could wake up and be like, oh, I'm going semen retention today, because it's spiritual. You have to remember the attack is on your seed. Your life force is strong. They want your life force. A lot of these people on higher ups, these elites, they do witchcraft with your life force, bro. They do all kind of witchcraft with your seed. When men see, they do all kind of witchcraft, all kind of spells with it. So you are carrying a very powerful life force in you. You're carrying a very powerful fluid. So the power is on that. So here's the thing. When you're with a woman, right, when you're constantly fornicating with a woman, when you're constantly having sex with a woman, they have succubus spirits on them. Yes, a lot of these women carry succubus spirits. And when you're constantly having sex with them, you're fulfilling those desires for that succubus through those women. You see, demons just hop off of people. They just detach. They just keep going to one person. And they may be a demon that attached itself onto a girl, and she is going to use you to fulfill the desires of that demon attached to her, and she's going to use you to fulfill it. Yes, it's really that deep out here. So when you have that succubus spirit on that girl and you're constantly, engaging in sex with her, you're constantly, giving your life force to her, merging your energies with her, that succubus spirit is draining you through her. That's why a lot of people, they will have sex with a girl and then they will start saying they have sleep paralysis a lot. They will start saying they having crazy ass dreams, because you are attaching yourself to a demon. You're attaching yourself to a unfamiliar spirit, to a new spirit, to your temple. You see, here's the thing. You have to protect your temple, guys. Your temple is something that you just can't play with. You can't just go and just mess with any random girl that you meet and put your dick in her, because a lot of these females these days are carrying a lot of darkness with them. These girls take a lot of they take a lot of antidepressants. They take a lot of, all kind of, prescription medication, because they are going through depression right now. They are at their absolute lowest. A lot of women are down bad and they're carrying a lot of demons with them. So what they're going to do is they're going to find men like us, men who are light, men who are vibrant. They're going to try to suck us dry. So you have to be careful who you associate yourself with. So when you're on semen retention and you're no longer entertaining these demons through these women, what they're going to do is they're going to try to get you in your dreams. Now, here's the thing. You have to be aware of what you do through your day consciously, because what you do consciously is going to affect you unconsciously. So if you're fantasizing all day, if you're still watching porn, but you're not fapping, you're edging, I don't recommend doing none of that. Just don't watch it. If you're still talking about sex with your friends, when you go to sleep at night, you're going to end up having a wet dream. You're going to leave yourself prone, open to attack. It's not your body detoxing itself. Now, you're not going to lose a lot of resources, because that's against nature. It's not going to be like if you were consciously releasing. That's against the laws of nature. However, you are still losing a little bit. Now, once you get into like 100+ days, you're not gonna really notice it. All you gotta do is take a cold shower, do like 100 push-ups, you're back to brand new. But if you're like 30 days and you get a wet dream, a lot of people end up relapsing from that wet dreams because they get the chaser effect. That's what messes you up. It's not the wet dream in itself, it's the chaser effect. Then when you proceed to constantly fap afterwards, or you give into your lust and then you end up hitting up that bad Latina bitch, you have to control yourself. Look, guys, when you're on semen retention, do not worry about the wet dreams. Yes, it's gonna affect you sometimes. You may wake up, you may feel anxious, but look, if you take a cold shower and you're about your shit, you're gonna be good. But you have to be careful who you associate yourself with. You just cannot just sleep with anybody. You can't. Ignore what mainstream media says. Ignore what hookup culture says. You cannot just sleep with anybody. You cannot just go meet a girl at a party, meet a girl at a club, and bang her in the bathroom. You're attracting demonic energy onto you. A lot of these women out here today, dude, they don't have light in them, bro. And I'm not saying this to bash women. I'm keeping it real. A lot of these women these days, bro, they are not into anything that's righteous. They're not into anything that has light behind it. It's rare if you find a girl that's like that. And if you do, she's not going to be a 10. She's not even going to be a 9 or an 8. And that's the reality of it. If you find her, nigga, you are winning out here. You really are winning out here. But it's gonna be hard. So a lot of these girls that y'all entertaining, bro, they don't want you. They only want what you're holding, because the minute they get that, they're hitting the next nigga up to get what he has too. You see, here's the thing: women would be nothing without us. What they when they get their finesse, they get their sauce through us, because we have the seed, we have the creative energy. They don't have it. They get it through us. So that's why they constantly are seeking men with good seed. They can smell good seed. They are made for that because they have to secure their offspring with good seed. So you're going to attract a lot of vipers on this journey. But you cannot just give in and just go sleep with them, because that's what's going to make it attack for wet dreams. Wet dreams is nothing but a succubus spirit attacking you, bro. That's all it is. It's nothing but a succubus spirit attacking you in your sleep because it wants your resources. But here's the thing: that succubus spirit, eventually your light is going to shine so bright that it's not going to be able to touch you unless you leave yourself open to it, unless you open yourself up to it. But other than that, they're not going to be able to touch you. You got to remember, when you're constantly fornicating, when you're constantly having sex with women, you're entertaining spirits, bro. Spirits activate out of people. You satisfy spirits through those people. It's the same thing with pornography. When you're masturbating, you are being possessed by a spirit in that moment, which is pushing you to do that. Any man in his right mind who don't want to do something, he's not going to do it. Any urge that pushes you forward, it is a spirit, another entity that is encouraging you to keep going, because it wants that satisfaction fulfilled through you. Yes, this is how things work in this world, but a lot of people don't say this. A lot of people are not explaining it this way. They're just saying, oh, it's your urges and all that. No, there are demonic spirits out here who are trying to satisfy their lusts, satisfy their desires through us human beings. And in those moments when you give in, you are being possessed. You are under demonic influence. You are under influence by another entity. You cannot see it, but it's happening.